Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review for Real Housewives of Potomac. Do we have any? I don't really think. We did. TMZ dug up Stacey's divorce decree and they confirmed that she really is divorced. Ashley, Giselle. Other than that, everybody was making fun of Wendy and Eddie for doing these, oh, but God is with us type of post where it's like, calm down, relax. So this episode starts with Wendy and Kay doing a little waterside chat, little waterside sit down to talk about their friendship. Kay starts off by talking about how they're both supposed to be hosting for the Black Eyed Susan or something, some type of Preakness thing. Preakness is it's giving Kentucky Derby. We saw them do it on like season 1, season 2. I don't think they really ever centered an episode around the event since then, but we've seen them go before. They go bet on the horses, drink, have a good old merry time. So she brings that up, and it's weird because I'm confused on how this occurred. I'm thinking that Kiana just decided that she wanted to host something, but Wendy was actually asked to host something. Like, did Kiana decide this after she found out Wendy was it's confusing because when has it ever happened that two girls are hosting the same event, the same pregame for the same event? So in my head, I'm like, Kiana, are you copying? Are you trying to one up her? I was confusion. But Wendy lets it be known, First Lady of Maryland asked me personally to host. So I'm gonna be doing that. And she's like, okay, girl, fine. Okay, girl, fine. Whatever. But the main topic of this sit down is Kay feels like Wendy is a TV friend, essentially. But the way she's going about telling her how she feels is so weird. It's like, I don't know, like, she's not getting good examples. She's not really articulating. It feels like something is left out. And that might be editing. It might be editing to try to make Kiana look a little more crazier rather, because she's making herself look crazy. But production might be leaning into that to leave some stuff out because it just feels like it's Wendy. There are things to mention about Wendy's, friendship and how she friends, but Kiana's just not hitting the key points. But we all know that Wendy can be phony and she can be condescending. If y'all like Giselle for doing the same, don't be over here with the Wendy likers, because they're the same. When it comes to how they feel, their status in this group, how they treat other women, they're the same. They're nice when they want to be nice. They are condescending when they want to be condescending. They feel like they can look down their noses on others the AKA way. I'm used to it at this point, but I just don't understand how everybody's so like, Wendy's such a mean girl. Wendy's being so mean to Kiana. When Giselle has been doing this very thing for season after season. How many times has Giselle laughed in somebody's face when they be getting on her nerves and they talking crazy? Yeah. So Kiana goes on with, at the event, I was trying to have a conversation with you and you were dismissing me. You were dismissing me and you were locked in with Giselle. Wendy's like, because it was her conversation. She asked me a question. We were having a conversation. And I'm with Wendy on this. You wanted her to complete. Kiana, a lot of people had a problem with what Wendy said in her confessional as far as the amount of hand-holding that Kiana needs is just too much for her as a grown-ass woman in a friendship. She ain't gonna do it. And it feels accurate. You wanted her to stop speaking while she's on stage doing a paid appearance to stop and talk to you. And now you want her to completely stop her conversation with Giselle to entertain you. and your anger. Baby, are we 5? Like, she acts like my 4-year-old when me and my husband are having a conversation and she's just trying to scream over us because she wants the attention. That's what Kiana is giving. That's what Kiana is giving. So she's just like, you were so locked in with Giselle and you don't even like her. You don't even like her. Wendy says, you don't even like her. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I said, did Wendy say yes, I do too? Or she was just like, listen, that's big sister Jizzy to you, okay? The AKA said that we have to be pinky locked in. Me and Giselle are pinky locked in. And can't nobody break this, okay? Maybe not even fraud charges, but we shall see. We shall see how strong AKA worded that letter, or if AKA is just gonna be like, whoo, girl, you can do whatever you want to. She is embarrassing us. If you gotta kick her to the side, that's fine. We shall see. The jury's still out. So then it blows me that Kiana is trying to center this around Giselle now. She feels like she don't even like Giselle. But Kiana, you doing a lot when it comes to Giselle too. You trying to be cool, trying to be down. But Giselle, you trying to impress her, and she gonna write everything back to whoever you talking about. So you need to watch it with big sister Jizzy as well, because she's throwing you under the bus, babes. So she tells her that Kiana tells Wendy that she's different on the phone. On the phone, she's all for her, cheering her on, this, that, and the third. But in person, it's different. You just want to be here for a TV moment. Wendy starts laughing in her face. Wendy starts laughing hysterically. And I feel like this laugh is two-part. One, you're trying to incense her. You are. You're trying to get a different reaction, or get a bigger reaction out of her. And two, sorry y'all, but Kiana is being ridiculous. I probably would have laughed in her face too, because when people just keep on telling me what I done did, telling me how terrible I am, telling me this, telling me that. Okay, and then what? And then what? You gonna be my friend or you gonna shun me? Is y'all gonna jump me or no? Like, what is this all for? So, I don't know. Y'all can call me a mean girl too, because I probably would have laughed in her face too, because you're doing too much. It just don't take all this energy. And there's a better way to convey how she's feeling. Like, I'm never going to act like Wendy is without fault, but the way Kiana is addressing it, it's just like, it's making us stop with Wendy, babe. So they end up flipping each other off. I was like, what is happening? And Wendy is still childishly cackling, okay? But as they're walking off, Wendy wraps her arm around Kiana's waist and she's like, get off of me, and like pushes her off. And it's all playful. It ain't like it's about to go to blows or nothing like that. But Kiana just feels like, well, her laughing in my face show me who she is and show me what to expect out of her. Take it and leave it. Take it and leave it. Okay? Pick it up. Leave the rest. Because, baby, we're over it. Stacey has lunch with Jazzy. And she says that they got closer when they both went to Miami to celebrate Mia for her birthday. And Mia ditched them. Mia didn't text them back, tell her where she was. And they just ended up being like, oh, man, that's crazy. You let that really happen? And that made them closer because they hung out with each other. Jazzy's talking about the wedding, blah, blah, blah. We don't care. We don't care. They had them babies on you, girl. We don't care. Happy for you. If you happy, cool. Y'all married, cool. Stacey mentions how she is back with her husband. I don't understand why people are just giving her so much grief about it. You were with TJ, and then 3 months later, you're back with your husband. Well, baby, did you see how TJ treated her? That would have made me run back to my husband. Baby, that would have made me run back to the crazy I know as well, okay? Ain't nobody got time for these streets. These men be down low. These men be dogs. These men have diseases, okay? Run back to the pen, you know. I ain't mad at it. And then my thing, and I know they're not gonna jump, crash, break the fourth wall, whatever, but Nene did the same thing with Greg. Nene did the exact same thing with Greg. They got divorced. She had a season of her being single. She dated that white man for a while. Baby, I feel like by the time the next season rolled around, she was back with Greg. And they was like, you back with Greg? And by the next season, they was remarried. So I'm just, if that happens with Stacey, so be it. Let the girl be, okay? But overall, this is a meeting of alliance. Stacey is just making sure that Jassy is gonna help her fight these batches off. Okay, cool. I said fine by me. Stacey is like, oh, and Giselle is so worried about who I'm with and who I'm dating. But I found out she's got a man. Yeah, that's the tea. Giselle's got a man. Look at this picture. She didn't tell us about what? This scene was so lame to me because I'm just like, okay. Did you think Giselle was single? Do you see how pretty Giselle is? Do you think she's just going to sit up and be single? But just because she don't want to bring no man on the show. Last time she brought a man to the show, they brought his ex-wife home. And he said, enough. I'm done with all you. Okay? So, as much as I don't like that she has that part of her life from the cameras, I don't blame her. Because, like I said, if it wasn't for Sharice and Monique bringing on Sherman's ex-wife, Giselle would probably be happily married right now. Giselle would probably be happily married. Now, I don't know nothing about Sherman. I don't know if Sherman would have cheated on her or not. But she would have been happily married for a minute, if not about, at this time. So, I ain't mad at her not bringing no man around, right? So, some of the girls go shopping. And Giselle lets them know that she's planning a trip to Nevis. So, let's do some shopping. The ladies that are there is Giselle, Tia, Wendy, Angel. I was very shocked that Ashley wasn't there. I said, Giselle, did AKA tell you that you better designate Wendy as your new sidekick? Because I was just very shocked. Y'all, speaking of Wendy, why she come in there with that ruffle booty romper on to go shopping? Like, don't get me wrong. Wendy usually looks good. Even if I don't like the outfit, you can tell it's, cost a little coin. But you doing too much for no reason. Even the outfit she wore to go have the little sit down with Kiana. Kiana got on leggings and some tennis shoes. Wendy got on a full fit, heels, glasses, two-piece, short suit. It's just like, where are you going, babe? You put that on just to come sit at the dock and talk? I can see if we was actually going somewhere. Are we going to dinner? Then I can see it. But if we're just going to sit at the dock, you don't call for all this. With the shopping, that outfit, that ruffle booty romper, ain't calls for all this. The fraud of it all is just like, now I'm gonna be so critical of everything she wears and still and do, because we know that you committed fraud to be this girl unnecessarily. Like, it's just so disappointing. So Giselle is like, yeah, we're here because, Tia needs a little help with her fashion because, what she wore to Angel's house. Angel's like, we were doing yoga. I had on a yoga fit. And Tia was like, fashion advice from you? She talks about how when she first moved to Potomac, everybody was just like, oh, girl, Giselle can't dress. Giselle can't dress. And she hit Giselle up like, girl, I can help you. I could be your stylist. But Giselle never looked at the DM. I was cracking up. So Angel asks Wendy how Wendy and Kay's talk was. I don't remember what she said. It was irrelevant. Giselle asked Angel if her and Kiana are good. Angel said that Kiana doubled back and said that she didn't say chin check. So everybody's just sitting there like, so she said she didn't say chin check after the dinner? She said that? And she's like, yeah, basically. So Giselle's in the confessional like, oh my God, these girls talk enough foolishness. I don't even have to make things up anymore. I said, not an admission of your lies and foolishness. At least she grown enough to admit it, child. Because I was just like, you have absolutely made things up in the past, okay? Absolutely have. People are like, she said that and being sarcastic. It just went over your head. If that's what y'all want to believe, baby, y'all got it. But we've seen Giselle make up complete lies and say, word on the street is, word on the street, you are the street. You're the street, okay? So, yes, Angel still doesn't feel like her friend said that, because why would her friend say that? That's aggressive, and she gonna believe her friend. Then Angel definitely started playing Billy Badass in this moment, and I was just like, because if that is what she said, then that's definitely a problem. That's definitely a problem. And she knows what happened to her. She knows what happened to her. So it's just crazy that that's the phrase she would use. They like, what happened to her? Are you talking about the fight? Are you talking about the scar? I am. So everybody just like, ooh. They like, I can't wait to run this back. Girl, you sipping on that tea mosa. Gimme. You can tell that they're really trying hard to put this contention between Wendy and Angel for some reason. And it's like, oh, please, Angel, don't fall for that. As they're shopping, Wendy is looking around. She's like, who dresses in here? What is this stuff? Is this like somebody grandma? I mean, I need to buy my mama something for her birthday. And we see Giselle having a time picking up everything. It was funny. So now we're at Kiana's Preakness pre-brunch party, okay? I was confusion with the mama being all friendly with Greg. I'm like, I get it, you're not gonna be rude, but I thought you didn't like this man for your daughter. But you over here. It was just weird. It was just weird to see. Wendy and Kiana both looked amazing. They looked so good. Outfits on point. Giselle looked thrifty. as the Puerto Rican princess would say, you look thrifty. Okay? And that's, even Kiana was in the confessional like, girl, what are you wearing? This little two-piece number, this little crazy fascinating on your head. No thought went into it. Giselle looks like the picture guide of what to wear to Preakness. You know what I mean? Like, this type of outfit, you know? Something nice with a little fascinator. She looks like the flyer outfit. You know? No thought was put into it. I agree with Kiana there. So they're confused because they're like, okay, well, isn't this Wendy's event? Why we at K House? I thought Wendy was doing the Preakness pre-party. Kiana said, Wendy is a first, better, best kind of girl. And everybody's like, huh? What? And I get what she said, but it was just like, okay. And Wendy's just kind of like, girl, why are you coming for me? What is happening? Kiana is giving, let me fight with the girls so that the camera can focus on that and not my relationship. Like, that's what it's giving. I'm going to fight with the girl, so you don't got to play me fighting with my man. And Wendy's just like, I'm like, why are you so obsessed with me? Are you like a lesbian? Shout out to Mean Girls. Are you like a lesbian? That's what I'm about to ask Kiana. Like, why are you so obsessed with me? And so, what happens then? Kiana says something about Wendy being a professor. I can't even remember what she said, y'all. But Wendy was like, why are you bringing up my profession? Is it because you insecure about yours? And I was just like, what is happening? And then Kiara gonna try to walk it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. This is supposed to be in good fun. Is it? Kiana is flopping so hard, and it's so sad to watch. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, okay? We have never seen a newbie flop this hard that we wanted to win. Never. And so, meanwhile, Kiana's mama is like hovering around the table. I guess she making sure things don't get crazy, because I'm like, all right, babes, we see you. We see you, girl. And then the food did look pretty good. Greg is there. Greg is there for show. You know, she said that he wants to be on camera to show that he supports her. Sure, Jan. So now they back to Angel and Kiana and the chin check moment, okay? Kay admits that she said it again and apologizes again. Angel is sitting there confused like, and I want to apologize too for not believing you as a friend or something crazy. And so them girls that went shopping is all like, girl, what? That's not the energy that you had. And then Kiana, some of this stuff is going to be out of order because the way I do my notes and stuff, but Kiana actually does go ahead and chin check Angel, okay? I was floored. She tells Angel, what was it? Could that be the last time, or let that be the last time that you having this conversation with them? I said, whoa. And Angel just down there like, because the way Kiana is talking to her, it's real like, well, you need to do this, and you don't need to talk to them about me ever again. If we got problems, you tell me. Don't you go to them and do nothing. You heard me? That's basically the energy that Kiana is giving. And I'm just like, Angel, baby, you just did all this big talk about don't nobody chin check you. You do the chin checking. You not a get haze type of girl. If she said chin check, it's a problem. Like, it is kind of crazy that now you sitting there mute. So Wendy pipes up and is like, this is a totally different energy than we went out. And you brought up her fight. Like, why would she do that instead of that? Kiana was like, oh, really? Oh, really? Wow. So, yes, y'all. Let that be the last conversation you had with them, okay? Is what she told her. And it was definitely giving chin check energy. So everybody was just at the table looking at Angel like, okay, girl. Meanwhile, while Wendy is talking, Giselle's like, facts. Even Tia jumps in like, yeah, because I didn't even know how aggressive chin check even meant before. I didn't even know what it meant before that day. Like, that was definitely the energy that you had. And so after Kiana checks her and tells her let that be the last conversation, Angel turns to Wendy and is like, but my problem was with you, because you trying to act like I'm fake, because this and this and this and this. And Kay just starts screaming, do you like her? Do you even like this lady? Do you like this lady? Angel is just like, well, no, I don't like this conversation. I don't like this conversation. So Wendy's just like, what is happening? Wow. Well, wow to you too, Wendy. And Wendy's just like, I think this is crazy how you just flipped on me. Like how you just flipped on me. It's giving Angel, she probably did chin check you in that original conversation. That's what it's giving. And it's also giving that to get back into her good graces, you're going to go at Wendy as well. That's what it's giving, babe. And she's just like, well, it's called having emotional intelligence to sleep on it and to calm down 2 days later. Okay. Whatever you say, girl. So now they're in the van, headed to Preakness, and Giselle's so messy. She gonna bring it back around to Angel. She toasts to Angel being upset. Angel said, I'm not upset, I'm mad. What you mad at, girl? You mad at Wendy? I'm mad at Wendy, but I'm mad in general. Say you're mad at K2. Say it. Say it. So at this point, they're on the van. I'm not upset. I wasn't upset. I was mad at Wendy and in general. And everybody's just like, okay, girl. She says in her confessional that she's feeling misunderstood by this group. And she knows who she is. She owns who she is. And she doesn't need outside validation. I said, survey says that's a lie. Like, I get her when she said that she slept on it, calmed down, didn't feel as strongly next time she saw Kiana. I get that, but the fact that you're just sitting here completely mute while Kiana is talking to you type crazy, you're just not keeping that same energy. So yeah, it's a problem. You're doing the same thing that Kiana did. You over here talking Billy Badass with the girls, knowing that you're not gonna keep that same energy when you're in her face. So Kiana is just like, listen, I know how the group is. I know how things can get crazy. I can talk aggressive sometimes, but you know, I'm not like, yeah. Stacey says, well, actually, that's how you are with me. Kiana was like, first of all, Stacey, when you first came to this group, I was excited about you. I was ready to get to meet you and this and that. But you never invited me to things. And Kiana gonna say something like, well, that wasn't on my list, so when I didn't want to invite you. Okay, so you didn't want to have me around. It just wasn't on my list. So Stacey's just like, exactly, girl. You don't be thinking about me like that. What is your beef? Why are you just always beefing with me? Like, what's going on? And then basically, they toast or something. They take a drink, and Kiana spills some champagne. So she's like, oh, I need a napkin. Ain't no napkins. Wendy messy self. If that's your best friend of 20 years, you should use her dress to wipe your face. If I ain't have on black, I'll let you do it. Well, let her do it. Well, my dress can't reach. I'm form fitting over here. She's flowing free over there. Use your friend dress. That's your friend of 20 years, right? Use your friend dress. F off, Wendy. Fuck off. I was like, what is happening? And Stacey's like, I don't talk like that. I don't use that language. And Kiana gonna say to her, yeah, because you just have your QVC voice on. You always have on your QVC voice. And Stacey's like, oh, okay. And she said something, these hoes or something, Kiana said. And Stacey was like, oh, so now I'm a hoe. They're like, no, girl, it's just a colloquialism. It's just a saying. We ain't really calling you out. Oh, okay, good. Because, you know, I don't want to get chin checked. I I know you'll be the one to do it, Kiana. And then Ashley, big head behind, gonna say, oh, that's just not right, Stacey. Bringing up such a traumatic experience, that's just going too far. Now, that makes me want to chin check Stacey. Ashley, are you not the same one that got up in Kiana's face and said, You can't even really see the scar like that. As if that was supposed to make her feel better last season. Aren't you the one that always bring up Candace getting beat on by Monique? Didn't you used to do that? Didn't you used to do that? In the words of Candace, the line is always moving. That's how I feel. And for everybody saying, we don't need Candace. We don't need Candace. Look at, they're doing fine without Candace. With Kiana yelling, fussing, screaming about stuff that don't even call for all that much energy. At least when Candace would do the most or be all, it's because somebody came for her. People always want to talk about her and Sharice's fight argument. But Sharice called her a little girl. So yeah, she called her a geriatric grandma. Like, and I'm not even the biggest Candace fan. She has her moments where I'm like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? But I like Candace. I love me a pretty, brown-skinned, educated woman. In walks Wendy. In walks Candace. I love it. That don't mean they're without faults, but I would have liked to see how Candace fit in with this group. Because with Giselle not being as mean, with her being able to, Giselle's getting down, for one. Because the way she is this season, for one, she's the main head in charge, okay? Because Karen is locked up. So she gets to be the HVIC with no argument, no fight, no fuss from anybody around. And then it's given she opted like this. And that's why she's so happy and light and free and ain't nothing really bothering Giselle. Like, she's just like, oh, great times, great times. So what about y'all? Y'all be fit? Y'all be fit? Okay, what about y'all? Y'all good? Y'all good? Okay. So we gotta get some mess somewhere. Y'all, oh, these two. We gotta roll these two. Get the camera back on. Like, Giselle, good for her. She said when the nest is empty, what she say? When the nest is empty, she in there naked and free or something. I don't know. The taglines was lame. Everybody's tagline was kind of lame to me. Nobody's gagged me. No, I didn't say to nobody's tagline. So they were cool. I think Wendy's was probably the best. I put the high in higher education. The mugshot said so too. But yes, yeah. Yes. That's it for now. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, let me know if y'all watching. I know a lot of people gave up on Potomac a while ago, but hopefully you're watching this. Please and thank you. Share the video, subscribe, like, comment, all the things. I don't know if my videos can be hyped because I ain't monetized. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check and see. But yes, y'all, until the next time, bye-bye.